Hi, everyone. Welcome to yet another edition of An Apple a Day, sponsored by You Define Wellness. I'm Denise O'Malley, and I'm the founder of You Define Wellness. And if you'll remember, what these conversations are all about is introducing you to wellness professionals from so many different modalities that happen to be in our provider network. And it is my absolute pleasure today to have a conversation with someone that English is not their first language. But Mary does a great job with it. But I want to introduce you to Mary Siddall. She is the owner of Balance My Truth Self in Centennial, Colorado. Mary, thank you for doing this conversation with me today.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you to you for giving me this great opportunity to reach out more people. I am very blessed to actually doing this.
Oh, that's so sweet. You know, one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on is number one, I know a lot about your background, so we're going to pull some of that out of you today. I know there won't be a problem with doing that. But you are one of our self-taught providers. You went through things yourself. You found tools that helped you, and you created this entire company to reach out to other people. So with that being said, would you please share with people what it is that you do?
Okay, so again, my name is Mary. I'm actually from Peru, and I'm bilingual, so I speak Spanish and English. And I am extremely passionate. Denise and everybody else, I will let you know that if you ask my mother, she would say since I was little, my passion, I would tell her, Mom, my mission in life is happiness. I was so happy. But guess what? It's not that life was perfect. Actually, a lot happened to me since I was very little. But something amazing that my mother did was to find support right away. Everybody would tell her, she's not going to do well because this happened. Oh, she's not going to do well because you're a single mother. And she said, I know I can create my future. So you know what I mean? I come from that example.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes, my mom put me in support, therapy since I was 5. And guess what? I did not stop. My life became so much fulfilled and everything became easier. And a lot of people are like, well, this didn't happen to you. Yes, it happened to me, but guess what? The way I react was the whole difference. So something I started doing was I was a very curious child. So I started researching on my own, little. What is it that this person always everything happened to them and to me no, or to this person no? I would ask people, what's going on? Like, I would like to know why you're so successful on this while everybody struggles with this. And that has been, everything. But as we all know, we have programs in our head. And I was supposed to go to college and have a master and make a lot of money. So it's something that, is very strong in my culture and in my family. So I became an accountant. Very different. Became an accountant, but still the research didn't stop. Yeah. I kept asking people, why is that you don't like your job? Or what can we make different to love your job? And, life took me to the United States actually to learn English, and I met my husband. So let's forward, got married and all that. And I still got involved in working in the United States. The whole plan was to still do accounting, and I did it, but I was not happy. And you know what? I had to use all the tools, make a decision. I cannot keep doing the same and try to change my life if I'm still making the same decisions than the past. So I took, a big risk, and I said, something has to happen. But as you all know, the universe, life is very funny how sometimes things come up to our life because we don't listen. I was not following my passion, Denise, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. And I knew it. I was not being my true self in that part of my life. And every time signs came, I'm like, no, I'm supposed to do this. I went 6 years to college. But something happened, something not funny, not beautiful. My husband got run over by a car while he was driving his bicycle.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And oh my God, in that moment, you get the phone call that you don't want to get.
Yeah.
Everything I learned, everything I researched, everything I worked for came into force and said, okay, I'm going to obviously acknowledge my emotions, but I knew how to navigate through them. I became the observer, which it was amazing. And I said, why is it this here? And oh my goodness, we went through a roller coaster in our relationship. And it's funny because sometimes I think that happens for the universe or life or God, whatever that force in your life is to push you through.
Right.
And one of my motivations was, you know what? I think I need to be more independent. I think I need to move forward. And our relationship with my husband and me became very rocky to a point that I was thinking, can I support myself on my own? So I just got a job, again, the typical job, office job, until it was time for, hey, Mary, you want to be full-time? And I'm like, oh, I don't think this is my thing. And this person, this amazing boss I had, asked me, what is your thing? And I told her, I said, oh, my dream is to become a life coach, but I don't have a certification. I haven't been in college for that. And I love what she said. She said, actually, Mary, that is bullshit. And, and I'm like, a what? My boss that is so serious, she said, Mary, just let me tell you, sometimes if you work from your heart and your passion, you make a bigger difference. And you know what? It is true. I knew that, but I needed something ugly to happen in my life sometimes for the wake-up call. Yes. So that's what I did, Denise. I took, right away I quit, and I went and opened Balance My True Self, LLC. And I said, I'm going to put it out there. And I've been extremely blessed to have amazing people to support me.
So let's talk about your business and how you work with your clients. By the way, I love your old boss. I don't even know your old boss, and I love that kind of advice because don't put limitations on yourself that others are others' limitations. So how do you work with your clients when you sit down, you have an introductory call, see if there's a fit for working together? What does it look like working with you?
So what it looks like, first, let me tell you, I wanted to be, bring affordable prices. So I make the decision not to rent a place and just work. I can go to people's places, to their offices, in their lunchtime, to their houses, or we can go to the library or something like that. The first thing we do is like an assessment, just to have an idea where they are, what have been they go through, where are they with their career, their life, their relationship, etc. So in a way, I kind of focus on the external world for that moment, just for the assessment. But what I really want to make clear to these people, if they want to take the chance, is we are going to transform from the inside out. I really think our world, generally, talking globally, is kind of collapsing in a way because we are forgetting to focus in the inside out. Just imagine a world when we all work on ourselves and stop looking, judging, saying, no, that way is wrong. This is my way. I am better. So because that is the key, that's something I learned with my life. That's something I saw with people. And like I said, I am curious and I research and I interview people, even when I didn't have a business, because I wanted to see what are they doing to get those goals. I want to see what are they using. So we do an assessment on every aspect of their life, and we start working from the inside out. Sometimes people get a little scared and say, well, you know what? I hired you because I wanted to get more money, or I hired you because I want a better relationship with my kids. But what they don't know, and they realize right away in the first session, after a week, they see, wow, I had no idea that working on myself was going to start making some changes. We go back in deep. We go deep. We go in our programming that we got from, our parents, our society, our work, our limiting belief. A lot of our beliefs are very limited because we have been raised and programmed by a society of competition and struggle. Life is hard. You have to work hard. And we have actually become kind of addicted in a way to that thinking. But if we see the results now, I think it's obvious. We are crumbling as a society, and I am not afraid. I actually think this is amazing. This is a great opportunity to wake up and work on ourselves to be our true self. We are all different. And that's what I tell people. I cannot use the same method with Denise than someone else. And that's something that I love about me self-teaching myself, that I can recognize I have a great instinct. I can feel the energy of people. And I know a lot of people get confused with that. But I cannot use with Carmen the same approach than with Justin, because we come from different fear, from different trauma, from different experiences. So I really go deep to see how exactly people get motivated, what is your mission in life, and to find your value. You'll be amazed, Denise. A lot of people have no idea where their value is. And I want them to teach them. I want to teach them, forget about judging. That is a big one, Denise. Mm-hmm. Judgment is their judgment about others, judgment about ourselves. As soon as we let go, transformation happens. And it is amazing.
Wow. So how long of a process is this working with you normally? I mean, it's not obviously not one session and done. You've got it. There's work you're doing. So what could somebody expect when they start working with Mary as to how long this goes?
Well, this is I love you asking this, because when I just opened my business, I had no idea, to be honest. Okay. So I assume, I said, well, I'll put a package, 4 sessions, and I assume in a month they should see some results. Well, something I was amazed, and it just happened 3 months ago, someone telling me, Mary, I only had 1 session with you, and my life is already changing. I cannot imagine when I continue. I had someone else that, contacted me because they wanted a career change. Mm-hmm. And we only did 3. And she actually got where she wanted to be. And there is others, Denise, that supported me since I opened 2 years ago. People that keep seeing me every month, because something that we are discovering, we are never done working on ourselves. And it's what I tell people with your house. When you clean once, or you clean, for a month, are you done? When you brush your teeth, are you done? No, we have to maintain. Because we come from all habits, addictions of, oh my God, this is so hard. This is not going to work. So to break an addiction, we have to practice. We have to rehearsal. And it takes time. But the good news is you get results right away. And I keep pushing. Something I really like is accountability. I've been in therapy, like I said, since I was 5. Counseling, workshops, everything. Because my mom wanted me to create my life. And I have to say, I have created it, mm-hmm. And something very important is there is always something else, another layer. We are like onions. We keep pulling, and you think you are done. So I have people that hire me for the career part, and we are now working with their teenagers, for example, getting them ready for that new times that are coming up, or, adoption, or what can I do different? So there is people, there's people that have made a big investment to work with me on a regular basis. They can call me, they can text me. It is funny because I have husbands telling me, oh my God, since my wife started with you, our relationship is so much better. Because it's true, we have developed tools for us to navigate a little bit better. And sometimes our emotions are so high. And they just called me and said, can I take 15 minutes, get it out from my 20 sessions? And guess what? After those 15 minutes, we get it out, we talk, and then they go and try to deal with, their life. And it is amazing. So, and awesome. Let's not forget, Denise, one more thing that I think is very important. Yeah. When we work in our insights, with our emotions, reactions, habits, we are getting healthier physically. So please do not forget mental health. It is all. We are a whole thing.
We are. Oh my gosh, I just love your passion and enthusiasm for what you're doing. And you love your clients. I can tell. I mean, you're just bringing them in, and you have a sincere desire. I found that in my world, the wellness professionals are passionate about what they do, but man, you're bringing a fire to it, girl.
Oh, and you have no idea. I love it. Love it.
I love that. So let me ask you something. If and I'm putting you on the spot on this one because we absolutely did not talk about this ahead of time. What is one tip you would give someone to do in their life today?
Today, I would totally tell them to be the observer for one day.
Okay, elaborate.
To pull yourself out. Let's say there is something that usually push your buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and one day you just get up and make that choice that today I'm just gonna be the observer to see where is everything, where am I, how am I reacting, because when you become the observer in your own life, because you become objective, that's why it's so easy for me to work with people, because I'm not involved in the storm.
Right.
You stop taking things personal, so you can actually start thinking and getting to fix the conflict in a different level. You start you don't make assumptions, because when you become the observer, or as I call it, detachment, but some people get offended with the word, you detach from the outcome and you just see. So you don't make assumptions. Oh my God, she just told me this, your coworker. Oh, I know she's doing that because she wants to bother me. Or when you become that observant, I think unconsciously you become compassionate, because you are just seeing it from a different time. You are not judgmental. You're trying your best to be greater. I always tell people, be greater, be bigger, because if we keep fighting, we are not going anywhere. Those energies keep crashing. Just be the observer. And what I'm saying, and be clean with your words. You can totally deliver a message, a very strong one, with your coworkers, with your employees, with your kids, with your teenagers, but clean, respectful. And that takes time, because like I said before, we have been programmed to just react, because that was successful before. Just, oh, I step on you and this is what I do and who I am. It's obviously that is not working anymore. We are seeing families, workplaces collapsing, and I think it is because of that. So, and that's how I became with the word of balance, my true self. This is what I get passionate about. The word true self, in the English language, it's separated, right? True self. Well, that gap, if you see my business, no, true self is all together. Because according to me, to Mary, that gap is the programming, our limiting belief, what some people call sin. It is that, disconnection with our true self. As soon as we don't recognize who we really are, that's where we struggle. So that's why I got very passionate about it. True self altogether.
And that was a perfect segue for me showing your website.
Excellent.
And that it is the true self together. So I'm going to encourage all of you who are watching this, who want to learn more about Mary, you're definitely go to her website at balancemytrueself.com. Now, Mary, I warned you ahead of time. Time flies, and I could sit here and talk with you all day long. I know that. What is what more would you like to share that you feel that those watching this video need to learn about you, or anything that you want to share at this point?
I am big on this. I want to change the culture, Denise. I want people to see possibilities. I think sometimes we are looking so much for support, but we stay there on the support part and we don't see possibilities. We stay here and sometimes we are looking for people to understand us, but we stay there. And I always tell people, it's not 100% struggling with the same. 95% of the people struggle with that. What is the 5% doing? So that's what I come in. I have already done the research. I have tried with clients what works, what doesn't work. I want to tell people possibilities. Let's change the culture. With your kids, because let's not wait until we are 40 to say, oh my God, the wake-up call. Let's not wait until we get diagnosed with something, or until, someone ran over your husband like mine. Yeah. Let's start now. I am doing it with my kids, my clients. I never thought, Denise, about working with kids, never. But now I'm working with them because my clients see what I've done for their life. And the kids say, Mom, you're so much better. So I am doing it, and they actually get it. They're amazing. They are like, they do everything. Homework. Oh, I give homework sometimes. So, but it's a beautiful homework that it will make you enjoy life.
Oh, so everybody watching this, do you see why I'm so excited to have Mary in my network? I'm sharing with you right now the You Define Wellness website. It's youdefinewellness.com. You can find her contact information there as well. Go to our find a provider and search for Balance My True Self and read her profile as well. But also take a look at our website. We are an employee benefit program, so that this type of stuff that she does sit side by side with the medical insurance plans and other employee benefit programs that are out there. And we'd love to share it with everyone, what we do. So Mary, this was fun. Thank you so much for being my guest today, having this conversation. I know we will probably want to do it again at some point in time because we got a lot to say, it sounds like.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And for all of you watching, thank you for watching another episode of An Apple a Day. You can find all of our videos on our YouTube channel at You Define Wellness. And I wish you all a great rest of the week. And again, Mary, you've blessed me today.
Thank you, guys.